even the small things like making a woman squirt, and he probably never made her squirt, and it's like, wow, this energy shifted fast. It's like this whole thing that took a turn, and sometimes women can say things to piss him off, piss the husband off or whatever, like, why you can't make me do this, or
This podcast contains explicit adult content, mature themes, and candid conversations about sex, dominance, power exchange, and ethical non monogamy. It is intended for audiences 18 and over only. Listener discretion is advised. The views expressed by our guests are theirs alone and do not necessarily reflect the views or values of the hosts, producers, or affiliated brands. The Bull Brotherhood podcast is for educational, entertainment, and empowerment purposes only. Nothing in this podcast should be interpreted as legal advice, medical guidance, or psychological counseling. We speak from experience, not credentials. Always practice consent, respect the boundaries of others, and follow local laws. If you're not comfortable with frank talk about sex, kink, dominance, or emotional power, this probably isn't the show for you. But if you're ready to step into your masculine edge and embrace a lifestyle that demands mastery, welcome to the Brotherhood.
Welcome to the Bull Brotherhood podcast, where we talk power, pleasure, and the art of dominance in ethical non-monogamy. This is not your average lifestyle podcast. This is for men who lead, men who master, and men who leave a lasting impression. If you're here, you're not just curious. You're ready to elevate. So to all the bulls, hot wives, stags, and open-minded explorers, we see you. Let's go.
Oh yeah, claim the mind, train the body on the soul. Deep connections built on trust. Let's all go from conversation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exhilarating episode of the Bull Brotherhood podcast. I'm the one and only Sigma male, Brian Morgan, coming at you, 1/3 of the podcast team and family, along with the beautiful and lovely Siren. What's going on, beautiful?
Hello.
What's
and
good?
also the
He didn't wait.
perpetual student himself. Yeah, he didn't damn wait, but that's okay. Though I'm introduced anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Socrates.
Hi,
What up,
y'all.
He's eager tonight. He's excited. It's been a good day.
And good. And ladies and gentlemen, coming at us tonight from Houston, Texas, it's a brother who, although I do not know very well at all, Socrates and Siren, they have actually vetted this man. Okay, and I'm anxious to hear what he has to say about his origin in the bull lifestyle. Again, coming at us from Houston, Texas, I give you the one and only Black Magic. What's up, big dog?
hey, what's really going on out there today?
All right. Love that southern swag right there, that southern twang, Me being from North Carolina, we got the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna turn the mic over to my dog Socrates, who's gonna lead this interview tonight. Here along with Siren, I will chime in here and there, but no further ado. Socrates and Siren, take it away.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Man, them intros, boy. We might have to start charging people to do it. Like you wanna actually a bomb ass intro, you hit us up.
I feel like we needed to say, welcome to the stage, Black Magic.
Oh yeah. I like that one a lot better.
I need to hear some genuine when you come out.
Yeah. No,
They'll say that I was watching one of his videos not too long ago, and they was giving him hell. They were like, "This is not the genuine I know."
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. So we want to get right into it, man. We were at I think Siren, you met him before this last party, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this party was my third time interacting with him.
Yeah. Okay. So
5 stars every time.
Yep. I already heard the stories, and I'm gonna be
Only
honest.
3 times?
Oh no, four. Yeah, that one
Look at you.
time.
Nah.
Yeah. No, I remember now. So Houston splash, then the next Houston splash, then Houston my birthday weekend when you came got me. We went to that one party, and then
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
this last weekend for the other birthday party.
Yes.
So yeah, 4 times. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm.
Okay. Can you leave a little,
Listen.
keep them in suspense. They want to know, you giving it away. No.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, so on my end, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't keep up with like who's doing what, and we'll sit down and say, "What's your favorite?" This and that. I don't really keep up. So I went down there this last time. It's my first time going like a private event in Houston. Siren loves it down there. It's about to be her second home, and I was down there and I was helping out get the party going. And Mr. Magic comes in and he's helping out. He's just like doing whatever he needs to do to help.
He was being the pool boy.
He was being the pool boy, but he was just wherever he needed to be helped. And I would just started talking, and I'm from the South too, but I grew up in L.A. So yeah, I end up talking to Mr. Magic, and I was like, this brother got some sense. Like I like what he's talking about. And what caught my eye, and let's kick off the first question, was how you talked about the playmates that you avoid. And so without getting into detail, you know, what got you to the stage in your journey? And we'll get to the beginning of it in a minute. But what got you to the stage in your journey where you said, you know what? I really need to start moving from quantity to quality. I really need to start being careful with who I end up giving my time to and who I play with.
That's a good question. Actually, it really started when I realized I was just when pleasure becomes work. That's how I want to say it. It's like when you're doing things for fun and entertainment, and then you get to the point and you sit back and think, it's like, man, why so much work behind having a good time? It's like when you kind of new to it, it's like, okay, you wouldn't go out your way and you really not knowing what are you doing. You doing it, but it's like you here to satisfy them, you or you, all of y'all are being satisfied from it. And at first it was just how could I put it? It was just more of a selfish behavior on my behalf, or greed. And it's like, okay, I do this, I do that, and boom, and I'm all around the place, and thinking that I'm accomplishing something when I'm not. And at the end of the day, I'm like, man, it's just too much. Going here, going there, it ain't matter where I drop hours, man. It's just what it was. And it got to a point where like, nah, this is more like work. It's not even like I'm not satisfied from the deal. And it's like you more trying to meet other people's demand. And I'm not much to supply.
I like that.
And
I'm
I
not much
started
to
realizing,
Supply.
the supply and demand. Yeah, I couldn't give what I was being demanded of everywhere. I'm one person. I wish I could be three people at one time, but it don't work like that. And that's when I kind of started realizing, like, man, this is not fun like I want it to be. So, and I got to the point of realizing, it's more about quality than just the number amount. And even my first time going to the place, where I first met you at, Siren, um, I want to say the name of it. I'm not sure how that worked, but
You can. You
Yeah,
can say it.
you can say it.
oh, okay. When
Yeah.
I first went to Splash Mocha, one of the times where I saw you at, okay, it was like, it was a number game. The first time I went, it was like to see how many we could, get in a day or two or the whole weekend. And then I realized, wow, I was warned. They were like, man, you have to pace yourself. By Saturday, you will be winded and want to tap out. I'm like, ain't no way. But yeah, it happened. Hmm.
Yep.
So the next time, cause I had, I got a few male friends in the game that we kind of talk. We do a lot of things together and go out and we plot on things on how we gonna go about and execute this goal or whatever and see who get the most. But then the second time it's like, nah, we got to do this right, man. We got to last the whole race. And yeah, slowly but surely I caught on. But the quality and quantity thing, I've been caught on to that. But when it came to that event, it was so new to me that I was back on the quantity exchange. And yeah, that's how they work. Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Whew.
I like that. And so let's go back to the beginning of Mr. Black Magic's journey towards being a quality bull. What got you into the lifestyle, and tell us a story on what intrigued you about it and what got you into it.
Well, honestly, it was more like um I was dating this white woman, but before that I never dated one. I was just, strictly on my kind, or, I would mess with Mexican women or whatever, but it got to a point, you know, I gave it a shot. I heard all the good things, but it was more like, let's really see what this about. And she offered to take me out on a date, and I agreed, and not knowing where I would go. And she took me to this place, like abandoned building, and we went inside, and it was kind of like sketchy. It was you wouldn't know what it was until you actually went further inside, but just going in, check in, boot. It's just, a normal little setting, but it was no name to the building or none of that. So I'm like, man, what is this? So once you check in or whatever, then you go inside. Once I went in, oh, that said enough right there. First thing I seen was like, it was a woman on a stripper pole, and there was another woman on her knees eating her out. So it was like, wow, okay. First time seeing this at a club, but I knew about them, but I never been. I never knew, even in Houston, that it exists. I thought you got to go out of state, out the country to see these type of things, and it is right in my face. And I'm like, wow. And from that point on, it became a habit. And I want to go out. I want to go here. And, everything that's dealing with free sexual freedom, sexual freedom, and so it was fun. I stopped going to vanilla clubs, where they just play music and drink. And I want to do things that's more fun, where you got more options. That's what got me started.
And when was that?
I wasn't even on.
What year?
That was 2015, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
About 10 years. It's cracking me up because I'm like, first time you go out with a white woman and she takes you to some sketchy building with no name on the door. You're like, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah, what's going on here? But it was interesting, man. And then it just became, very fun. I didn't realize what I was missing all this time. Yeah.
Man, tell me about it. So
I'm glad I was open-minded about it.
Yeah, so what were your first thoughts? Like when you first walked in, what were you thinking? Did you play that night? Were you thinking like, oh my goodness, is this real? Were you thinking, oh my goodness, I've been waiting for this? Like,
no, the whole night I was kind of just like on guard. I played with her, and it was just observing things. I'm more of a voyeur. I was right there in the midst of things happening, and far as this penetration wise, no, I didn't get much going on. She did. I played with her, and I did a little fingering, this and that. But as far as me penetrating, no, not that day. It was just more trying to play the role. How you try to be, you got everything under control, and don't lose yourself in the situation type. And that's how they went about. But I was anxious. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to do a whole lot. But
Sounds like you were surveying the scene, though.
yes.
It was your first
Trying
time
not to
there.
appear.
Exactly. I
Try
totally
not to feel
understand that.
thirsty, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And at the same time, you're saying to yourself, what the fuck is going on? She brings you
exactly.
to something like this. It's exciting, it's exhilarating, but at the same time, I don't know, if this is really for me and, what's going to happen, et cetera, et cetera. So that's very, very smart. Just to be, just to
Yeah,
be cool like that. Um,
exactly.
did you, did you go back again with her, like the
Yeah, we
next
won
week
one more
or?
time. Yeah,
Okay,
we won
okay,
one more time, and it was a lot
okay,
different because she was very like bisexual. So
okay,
she always knew how to get a crowd of women together, and
okay. So she's dominant
that's
bisexual.
what. Yes, yes, very.
Okay, good deal. I'm curious, what when you guys left that night, what was the conversation like on the way back home? Like, was
I was
she
like,
interested? Was she interested in
how
how
long?
you enjoyed, or what?
She was curious to see what I had to say about it. One thing I could say, she helped me understand, far as like non-judgment, not being judgmental and things like that. Understanding just what's going on, free spirited, and there's a people who don't judge. You come into this environment like people gonna do what they do, and if you don't like it, don't partake in it. Just keep it moving.
If she
But
was
I had a
anything
lot of
like,
questions.
yeah, if she was anything like my lady who introduced me over in Germany, she said that she saw something in me, and she knew that maybe not the first time when we went or the second, but there was something in me that was going to be able to adapt to that particular lifestyle and go
Yeah,
from there. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what she saw that in you. When you guys first met and you talked.
yeah. I think she did a good job, and she felt good that she was kind of like grooming me in a situation like that.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
Cause what I learned, we like to go around with new candy. And like in a lifestyle, women like to, meet guys and bring something new to the table to show off with their friends. It was a guy, comedian, Patrice O'Neal. Not sure if y'all
Yeah,
aware of
I
him.
know it is. I know it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but he made a statement one time like how men like to fish. It's like going fishing. Like you catch a few fish, show them to your friends, and throw them back in the water.
There you go.
And he says there's always a
I
fish that
call
want
it
to
the
stay in
hunt.
the boat.
I call it the hunt, brother. We out there
Exactly.
hunting. We love to
Hmm.
hunt. Okay. Different game. We
Yes,
need different game every damn time. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
The same meal ain't gonna digest right. You
Hmm.
know what I'm talking about, right? The same
Exactly,
meal every
man.
time ain't gonna digest right. We need different
Gotcha.
meat.
Yeah. And I
Good
think
deal.
that's what she was doing with me, grooming me, showing me around. Oh, you can look, but can't touch type of situation. And yeah, unless she approve of it, I'm just going along with the flow of things, not knowing
Yeah,
how this works. Yeah.
yeah. So when did she really unleash you? When did she know that she had a true bull here and y'all went somewhere and she just unleashed your ass?
No, we just got cool from that. Like she realized I can't be tamed like that, and
Okay, cool, cool.
yeah, we just got cool, and I started doing my thing, and she was doing her thing, cause she stayed in another city, so that was another thing. Like she was like an hour and a half away from where I resided, and yeah, that's how that worked. But she was cool. I see her around and everything. We still stayed in touch for like what, a year and a half, and
Okay, good,
but I always
good,
give her props, man. From she the one got me into it.
excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
I like that, and we're going to talk about handlers and people grooming. I think that everybody I've heard have that beginning just turns out a quality bull. So let's get into that. So when did you start playing with couples?
Really not too long after that, but it wasn't like strictly cup. It was just dibbling and dabbling here and there. Cause I was on apps like Kick, things like that, Cassidy, some of those type of apps, and I would meet people on there, and it's groups you join, kind of like Telegram, things like that. You're in groups, and I used to travel a lot, for work, which I do still, but for work I travel a lot, and I join groups that's in the area. Um, and I see, people post, and I reach out, and first it wasn't all about chemistry with me. It was just all about fucking, just, straight to the point. Uh, and then that's how it worked when I was out of town. I meet couples, and then I come in and meet a few couples, this and that. But at the time, I didn't have what you want to say. I didn't have like a strategy. It was just okay. I get to fuck his wife, cool. Uh, just like that. And a lot of them didn't even care to get to know you. It was just, hey, you want to meet up here at this room? It was later where I started meeting up at bars, going, public places to get to know each other, and, going on multiple dates before we even get to the sexual part of it. And so, yeah, that's how I started. But it was a slow start to that point. At first, it would just fucking go. Like, you can probably see them next week and don't even know who they are.
I want to talk about the multiple dates to get to know someone before you even play. And the reason why is because you struck me at the quality of experience that you give some of your couples that we talked about. And so leaning more into that. I really enjoyed you speaking about how well you take care of your couples and your philosophy about that. So dig into that. How does the whole dating process work for you now?
Honestly, now it's a whole lot different from my experiencing the situation. It's like, man, okay, I still have, the wham bam thank you ma'am moments, but it's rare. Like it's like from my experience, I got a good judgment of character now when observing people when communicate, whether it via text, whether it's online, or whether it's through phone conversation or in person. It's like I get a feel of the situation and can tell, the chemistry take control of itself, and it's all it instantly. Like, oh, these good people, I can, and they feel it too. It's like, okay, cool. He seemed like you're pretty good. I like the way he, conversate. I like the way he message. It's all about staying in tune and actually not appearing as somebody who's just in it for one thing. It's all about developing friendship, connections, you know, looking at people as actual people, you know what I'm saying? Because we all important. So it's just when you meet people, you go out here, you go out there, and it's like when they see you around other people who like you and take a liking, they wonder what that is that they like about you. And it's easier that way for people to judge your character or, get a good sense that this is a good person or whatever. When they see people they're cool with you, it's like it just worked. And it might be even better with these new people you meet than it is with the people you've been knowing. It just I can't even explain it. It just happened like that, man. And I meet up, go on a date here and there. You got different couples with different dynamics. So it's like my wife like this, because I want to know about it. I want to talk to the husband first. I always greet the husband in situations. That's why a lot of times I feel like I have a lot of success at it because I don't just walk up to the woman and, if I see her with a guy, I need to know who he is. Sometimes he's just a friend, but in a lot of cases, it's the husband. That's how I look at it. And I approach him. How you doing? I'm such and such, and we go from there. And I might not even say much after I speak to her, to her at all. It's all about what me and him can, accomplish in a small amount of time, and that'll let me know how interested they are and where they stand. And it works a lot. It works, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's like a 90 some percent chance that it's gonna go well.
Nephew,
Yes, sir.
Hey, oh,
nephew,
Yes, sir.
what did that sound like right there? For everything you can say. What, huh? You know, goddamn well I was gonna come in and say that, and ask that question. What type of male does that sound like? Who do you know who just goddamn, I can't even get it out. Is that not a Sigma or what?
Sigma.
Yep.
Sigma
All
male.
over the
Say Sigma.
place.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sigma, most definitely.
Sigma males.
Sigma male. That's it. That's a Sigma male. God damn, boy.
A lot of people run around say they alpha this, alpha that. No, I'm Sigma.
Preach,
100.
brother, preach.
Yeah.
Preach. You have just been vetted on the Bull Brotherhood podcast. Welcome to the Sigma.
Right on.
You're official now, bro.
I appreciate that.
God damn, boy, you just broke that shit down. You just broke it down. Woo. I'm sitting this way. God damn, I'm fat. Shit.
No, but it works like that.
I want
man.
a little bit of credit for knowing how to pick them.
Hey, you picked.
Yeah.
You damn sure picked. He is vetted. He is vetted right here.
Yeah.
At 8:12 Eastern Standard Time for my location.
Now we got to get you a T-shirt, man. Now we got to get you the T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get him one. Gotta get him one.
Cause I'll be seeing y'all real soon.
Yep.
Oh man.
Splashes around the corner. Yeah.
Damn, we broke that shit down. That was beautiful. Woo. Beautiful. I have nothing to fucking say. You just damn said it. You just said it.
Man, I enjoy being around, couples, man. It's like it's less stress when you're dealing with couples that know what they're doing in this and know what they want from it and understand everything around it. You have some, don't get me wrong. The new ones kind of be hard. I like newbies. Don't get me wrong, because we all been there before. But I like dealing with them, man, to an extent. The young newbies, they kind of hard because they don't know what they want for each other. It's like it's a push and pull game. It's like, okay, I want this, but I don't want to see him, or vice versa, the other way around. Like, I don't know. It's like I done seen it where women feel like she the only one supposed to be involved and he need to stay out the way, or it's like when it's time for him to get his pleasure with a woman, it's like, no deal. Some of them agree to it. That's what they like, man. That's what it is. I just look at it and, I don't really judge it. That's how they make it. It's cool. But I done seen some, like, when I'm playing with the wife and the guy just flip out. Not like on me or make a scene, but I can tell by his body language that he's, very upset. And he does things to stop the moment when she really enjoying the moment. And he wasn't expecting this, or even the small things like making a woman squirt, and he probably never made her squirt. And it's like, wow, this energy shifted fast. It's like this whole thing that took a turn. And sometimes women can say things that piss them off, piss the husband off or whatever. Like, why you can't make me do this? Or it's just, man, this crazy moment.
And see, ladies and gentlemen, this is also a gentleman, because here's one thing he hasn't said. We've been on this. We're recording for almost half an hour now. He will not tell you, and I'm surprised that Siren didn't mention this.
Well, not yet. I'm waiting for the moment.
But the moment's here. The motherfucker has a kickstand.
I want to tell the
motherfucker
story.
has a kickstand.
I want to tell the story.
And he's gentlemanly enough not to include that into the point where the women are talking some crazy shit to their husband. And he's not going to tell you that, including my game and my approach and my signaleness, and I know how to carry myself, and I got him smooth, I have a bazooka down there. He is gentleman enough not to say that.
Yeah, well, I was waiting. You know me. I like to tell a story when I introduce the gentleman's dick, right? So the first time in Houston, I can't remember if it was our first time to Houston or our second. I can't remember. But we played on like the Sunday, and he came up or whatever, and I was like, all right, and And he took off his shorts, and I turned around and I said, "Did you have to buy a wristband for him too?" Because I was just like staring.
Yeah, I laughed.
I was like, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. But it was great. And we have a good video of it too. But yeah, I was
You
just
figured
like,
out how it was going to work, didn't you?
I did. It was great. It's so, and also I want to point out one thing you said, like, oh, just like a small thing, like making a woman squirt. Well, there's a lot of women that have never done it. Like I was damn near a month shy of 40 years old when I finally really squirted when Socrates and I got together. So, some women like
Wow.
go their whole lives, and I just thought I couldn't. I just was like, well, I'm not a squirter. Yeah, I'm a squirter.
What are you talking about squirting? A lot of women have never had a damn orgasm,
Yeah,
whether vaginal or clitoral.
yeah.
Okay, so if he's packing, as the name says, black magic. All right.
No doubt.
I try to
I don't know.
keep it a mystery, man.
I don't know how you don't pass out.
As you should, brother.
When you get an erection, you like where's the blood for the rest of your body? I just don't know.
Yeah, but if they've never had that type of orgasm, that vaginal orgasm from deep penetration, okay, then they're having an out of body fucking experience, and the husband has never seen his wife like that, and that can fuck a man. That can fuck a man's psyche up if he's never seen her like that before, especially when she starts. I call it going into the twilight zone and getting dickamatized, and she starts seeing different shit, like you said, black magic. She starts, getting verbal, and the body starts. She can't control her damn body. She can't control her pussy. Yeah, it will fuck a man up if you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep bringing the thunder.
Yeah, all I can do is do what I can, man, what I was blessed with, and
That's it.
But it ain't always a fortunate thing. I can tell you that. I've been in some situations where it got all the way to the moment and got shut down. Like, that's one of the things of not telling them, it should be a warning before destruction. But sometimes, I try to ease my way in there, and
literally.
Yeah.
because like newbies, when they see it, it's like, oh, nah, this is not gonna work, God. I'm like, you ain't even tried. Like, give it a try.
Well, Can I? Well, I think we talked about it on the Dick Matrix, but let me, just kind of share. This has been my experience. There is certain dicks that are, say, like 10 inches. I don't know what that is, 5-6 inches around or something, and they get hard as a fucking rock concrete. Okay, and then there are some really big dicks. They don't get like that. And what women have to understand is it's like they get an erection and they can fuck the shit out of you, but it's not like that concrete feeling. It feels really good. It's like there's this, like that concrete dick is inside there, and then they have all this extra dick meat. You know how we have fat pussies? They have like fat dicks. So it feels good, actually. It's not painful. Like you think this huge dick is just going to rip you to shreds. Well, it doesn't feel like that. So, and that's been my experience with some of these guys that you look at and you're frightened, is it's not tear you up hard. It feels good. I don't know. You're just going to have to try it. I promise you it's not as terrifying as it looks. It's really a good time.
Y'all listening, ladies?
Yeah, because when I met you, that was the biggest one I had seen in a minute. And so I was like, whew, okay. But I was like, oh, this feels really enjoyable, like the whole time. So, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like he's not tearing you up, you like need to go to the ER afterwards. It was enjoyable. So just want to put that word out there for the ginormous.
Yeah, I appreciate it, because that's what I try to make it, enjoyable. Not try to rip you apart and all that. I like to make it good for everybody.
Yeah.
So
That's why we've played at least 4
Socrates,
times. Because it is a good
yeah,
time.
yeah.
nephew, what is he? What is he from former episodes? A pleasure what?
Dumb.
A pleasure provider, baby.
Pleasure provider. That's right.
Hmm.
A pleasure provider. That's what he is.
Yeah. My best moments be like one-on-one sessions. I love a good one-on-one session
Amen.
because the way I am, my mind, like I tried the gang bang and all that, I can't. Like,
Overrated.
I can't. It's a lot of reasons. Yeah, I can't sit there with my dick in my hand waiting, and I'm not good with all that. And just distraction. I guess I'm ADHD or whatever you want to call it, but I'm easily distracted to where I got to be in tune with the individual, to just really do good. If I'm not mentally there, everything else is just like, and I know you kind of, Siren, our last episode.
I had no complaints. I know you didn't
Yeah.
feel like you was 100 because
No, it was
there
like
was multiple
the
people in the
thing that
room.
happened. At first, it was good, but I'm talking about the last of it. After,
I may have been too
yeah, after
far.
hubby left out and the other girl
Oh, yeah,
came
yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This other girl came in and she
Yeah,
wasn't,
that
she was just
was.
watching and then he got turned off because she wasn't participating. She was just staring at
Yeah, I
us.
had the same incident with this person before. They knew what they were doing.
She's trying to fuck your
Yeah,
game up. I still had fun.
yeah,
I still had
exactly.
time.
No, literally,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah,
It's
but
all
it was
right. We
good.
can try again next time I see
Sometimes you
you.
gotta
No,
fight
no
through it.
big deal. No big
Oh
deal.
yeah, most
I'll be
definitely.
down again.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to couples too, I do like to say this, man, because you got some couples where the husband may be too thirsty for the wife to get pleasure. And it was like a moment I had not too long ago where I was pleased. Well, I thought they was married. Come to find out they wasn't married to each other. Because right after it was done, she started asking for my number. And I was only communicating with him all the way up until the point. And after it was done, she wanted my number specifically. I'm like, well, you can go through him. If he approve of it, then it's good. And she like, no, we not together like that. We only been dating for like 3 months or whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking y'all married. But, I was like, he was like, oh, now y'all trying to leave me out? I'm like, no. And that's whatever y'all got going on, y'all discuss that. But you ain't got to worry about me trying to undercut and get with her without y'all figure that out. But yeah, you got some crazy situations that occur.
My brother, it's I think it's safe to say that you would be a pretty damn good male companion, i.e. escort out there in the world. I wish
Yeah,
what I had you with me. How old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me
I'm
asking?
44. I'm 44.
44?
Yeah.
44. Well, boy. Well, you were too young then when I was over there in Germany doing my thing, but I would have loved to have maybe had you over there a few years after the fact.
That's
we would
where I
have
need to be.
we would have had a great time because you definitely check off all the blocks. Definitely check off all the blocks.
Well, you know what? I mean, we're gonna be throwing some parties coming soon. So we definitely, a lot of the gentlemen that come on the show, they're top notch. I wouldn't invite them if they weren't. Mr. Morgan wouldn't invite them if they weren't. Siren wouldn't invite them if they weren't. These are going to be a lot of the gentlemen that we invite to some of our parties that are, either our personal parties or Bull Brotherhood sponsored parties or, Siren of Freedom parties, whatever. So it's definitely something, we're going to be talking to you about in the future. So tell me this, Mr. Black Magic, how'd you get that name?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even think I remember. Actually, man, just be honest, it was just real simple. I was doing a count. I can't remember what site it was, and you got to come with a username. And I came up with Black Magic and stuck with it. Uh, I just stuck with it, and that's what carried me through.
It's fitting. It's
Good
fitting.
deal.
It was funny because at one time I was calling myself Socrates because I used
Really?
to read a lot of philosophy and I
Oh, okay.
love yes, I love.
So you're a stoic as well.
It was actually Black Socrates. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
thought
what
of
I was
that.
calling
I was
myself at
thinking
one
that. I was going to do Black Socrates. I was this close to doing Black Socrates.
Yeah,
I was like, but that's too long. That's what Socrates is long enough for me anyway.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's too long of a name.
Man, I love philosophy, and I read philosophy a lot, and and that's kind of go along with free spirited, free thinking, because that's all they are, free thinkers, man. And Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, it's just something about once I get in tune into those subjects, just take me everywhere
Are you a stoic as
mentally.
well?
Yes, yes, I love all this here.
Who's your
Um,
favorite stoic?
I'm just more into the Stoicism, just the readings of it,
Hmm.
and just listening to it on like channels or whatever. I just like listening to it.
That's what's up. There's a good
Yeah,
book called The Obstacle is the Way. He is a stoic.
by
The author, I can't remember. I'll send you a link. It'll be in the show notes for sure. Um, but he is a great stoic representative. All of his books, he's written 7 books, but several, not seven, several, and it's all based on stoicism. And which I think really guides me as a bull as well, is being stoic. I'm not always stoic, but it's a discipline that I've committed myself to. Um, does the
yes.
philosophy, my favorite, who is your favorite modern day philosopher, and how has that flushed itself out or manifested itself in lifestyle?
I don't have a modern day philosopher. I'm still with the traditionals.
Got you.
Aristotle was one of the more the ones I was outside of Socrates, Plato. It was Aristotle, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's the way I like to pronounce it, like Neil at Mareri. It's like never a mile marvel at nothing, and I kind of live by that, and through our life, like Neil at Mareri,
Hmm.
like NILADMIRARI or whatever. But
Hmm.
it definitely it means never admire or marvel at nothing.
Got you.
Like don't be excited by this or this or
How has your what you've learned in philosophy translated to the way you are as a bull or as a play partner? Well, let me give you an example. So one of my favorite modern philosophers is Adler. I wrote a book. I mean, I read a book recently. It's called "The Courage to Be Disliked." And one of the principles it talks about is horizontal leadership versus vertical. And vertical leadership is based on hierarchies, right? So this guy's above you
yeah,
and this person above you and that person's. Whereas vertical or horizontal leadership is we're all on the same plane, right? I just have a different job to
yes,
do,
exactly.
right? I'm a
Yeah,
CEO in my personal life, right? I'm an entrepreneur in my personal life, but the lowest
yeah,
person in my company in my mind is equal. Does that make sense?
exactly.
So when I'm
Yes, most definitely.
so when Unc is teaching me things like being a pleasure provider, right? Some people look at that as, oh, you're being submissive or you're worried about the woman. No. Or if I consider myself a dominant or if I consider myself a leader, that doesn't mean I'm over you. That doesn't mean I'm more important than you are. It means this is the role or position or framework I'm going to play because this is what I believe in. You're equal to me, and
Yes,
your role as a submissive or a bottom or somebody that I'm just being equally in a room trying to get pleasure, right? That just defines our roles. But I'm never ever above you, and it also makes you feel like, I don't care who you are, fool. You could be the president, you could be a billionaire, you could be whoever. You're not above me either, right? So it's about seeing everybody as equal, even in the positions where there's hierarchical structures. So for me, it's like in lifestyle, we had a debate with some friends. We called it the triangle debate. And that'll come out soon. And I was like, everybody's equal, 100% in their responsibility, in their challenges, and the struggle to overcome any kind of challenges, right? That's why it's horizontal.
Yes.
There's no. So have you had anything that you've learned in philosophy that you feel like translated into being a better bull?
Yes. I mean, ain't gonna lie, in that situation, every day is something that just my studies in philosophy taught me to adapt into this lifestyle. It's because it's still the same thing as far as our walk, you know. It's just when it comes to understanding people, it comes a long way in helping to identify and associate better. I feel like being a good listener is one of the most things you could do. You
Mm.
know, man, I sit back. I mean, when I was young, I'm gonna do it like this. When I was young, I was kind of some kind of way got myself involved with older women, and
Mm.
I listen. They know more than me. I'm not gonna act like I know more than them. I'm almost a teenager still. It's like I listen to women, because I learned from listening, and they believe we had a good conversation after all the talking they did, and I ain't said nothing just because I listened. And we both came out on top in the situation. Because now, Siren, I do know you here, so you can agree that women love to talk. Most,
Mm-hmm. But
most. Yeah.
I will say, yes, we do like to talk. In my ladies group, I have a Siren of Freedom ladies group. I do not let them railroad any men in that group. So there will be ladies that, hey, do you know this guy? Like, what do you know about him? And I say, if you haven't played with him and maybe he wasn't the right fit for you, but you aren't allowed to do a bunch of negativity on there. So positive reviews only, unless if it's someone who maybe something unsafe happened, then we need to bring it to the gentleman of the community right away instead of talking about it. So I don't let them just get on there and say, I didn't like this guy and his breath was bad and shit like that. I don't let it
Yeah.
happen. And
Yeah.
and there's another gal on there that is my moderator, and she'll make sure of that too. So if she don't catch you, I will. And then if you try more than once, then you're out. So we try to keep it positive.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we do chat about what we like and you know, all
I
the
heard about
things.
your group.
Yeah, what'd you hear?
Yeah. I didn't know. You never told me about it. I heard it through other women. I'm like, oh, she got a group for women only? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We have fun
But
too
no,
in
I
there.
heard good things about it.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
try to keep
I
it
heard
fun
good
and
things about it.
keep it positive. The other day we did I said, post a picture of a favorite thing about your body and tell us why you love it. Whether it's something that, it's strong and it does this, or you feel like it's what makes you beautiful or whatever. And it was just it was probably one of the most participated in things. And then the other moderator, she had us do a day where we uh spoke about our weekend in kind of like old English language. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like, a
Yeah.
fortnight ago I was on my journey to the great country of Texas. It was fun. So we just tried to do
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
fun every
yeah.
couple days in there. It's fun.
Post pictures and stuff too.
Uh,
It don't matter.
no, we're not. I mean, it's a bunch of women. So, unless we're doing something like
Yeah, I
the
know.
body positivity thing, we don't really post a bunch of pictures, like nothing scandalous. And usually, once in a while, we don't have like the stuff that is in the groups that has everybody in it. We try to keep it mostly to talking, and I never shut anyone down from posting something, but in general, when it's all just a bunch of women in the room, like we're not trying to show off to each other, so,
Yeah, yeah,
or
most definitely.
we did like, hey, everybody post your favorite song that you're just rocking to right now. Like, let's, help each other build some awesome playlists, or, or a woman will have a question, or, about, or sexual health topics that we get into, about different things that will help women, stuff like that. So it's really good.
Yeah,
I've been enjoying it.
yeah, that's what's up. And Socrates, you said something when I met you at that's what you said kind of, let me know, man, we think on the same plane in a lot of areas. And like how you just, being social, like it ain't about going to see who you're going to have sex with, how many women, like how you say you just go places, you don't even have it on mind. It's a natural thing that occurs. Just you don't have to look for it, it's there. It'll happen. It ain't like if you go somewhere and don't have sex, it's not a big, it ain't even about that no more. I don't know if it got to do with age or what, but maturity for sure. Um, it's just like, yeah, you just go places. A lot of people you go out with, they like, man, if I want to know what it's gonna be like. Is it DTF? If it ain't that, I don't want to come. I don't even think like that no more. It's more like, man, I'm coming to have a good time, being social or whatever. If I walk out of there and nothing happened, at least I know I had a good time being married. And yeah,
My brother, that's called evolution. I talk about it all the time. You are
yeah,
evolving as a person, a man, and a bull. All right. I applaud you.
exactly.
I applaud you. I
Yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed listening to you tonight. Hell, I think I got family in Houston, Texas now. God damn. And you broke,
Most definitely, man. You ever
yeah, you
come
just broke,
down, feel free
yeah,
to
you
reach
just
out.
broke down. You just broke down what a Sigma male is. It's very rare that you meet one that is living the life the same way as another. But you are definitely
Yeah.
doing that. Definitely doing that.
I,
It has been a pleasure. As far as I'm concerned, you are on the special guest host list from now on.
oh
Okay,
man, I
the
appreciate
special
that.
guest. So yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Uh, yeah. And I don't want this to be the last time. So yeah, I'm
Oh
looking
no, it
forward.
definitely will not. It definitely will not. Believe me, trust and believe it will not. It will not. Nephew,
Right on.
Yes, sir.
nephew, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm sitting there looking at the time and shit, and I'm timing it just right because my phone is about dead. Okay, it's about dead. I hate to cut it off, but we might have to have a part two for this one. All right.
Oh yeah.
All right then. Look here, ladies and gentlemen, it has indeed been a pleasure to sit here and listen to the one and only Black Magic out of Houston, Texas, and he will definitely be back as a special guest host for the Bull Brotherhood in the very near future. And let me do something that I don't usually do. I'm gonna give out my social media handles to the people out there listening. If you want to email me, you can email me at sigmamail3390@gmail.com. I am on Instagram, bmorgan3390, and Twitter at sigmamail1227. Until we meet again, y'all, good night.